They dropped off their dogs and then got them back sick or mistreated or not at all. Those are the claims authorities say a growing number of people are making about an Auburn dog training business. The Placer County Sheriff's Office has made an arrest, but investigators believe that there is more to that story, so they're asking people to spread the word and share their experiences.
Fox 40's Karma Dickerson has the details on what people say happened to their pets.
We tried to speak with the people who run Auburn Canine, even though we're told by neighbors that they have been in and out today. They haven't responded to any of our inquiries. We've tried ringing the bell, but you'll notice that the blinds have been closed. There's a partition up. You know who else says they can't get answers? People who tell us they left their animals in the care of this facility.
What happened to our dog? Did you sell him? Did he die? Did you lose him another day, weeks ago?
Megan Knight never thought she'd be asking those questions of Auburn Canine, the company where she came to help train her dog Winston. But here she is, at the office where she dropped the French Bulldog nearly a month ago, with a deepening feeling of dread.
And we've heard about the treatment of other dogs that have been
Stories like these told to the Placer County Sheriff's Office from other people who say they took their dogs to Auburn Canine.
Aggressive, malnourished. It looks like each of them had lost about 10 pounds each.
Got a call from Nevada County Animal Control saying that they were at Mr. Moore's house and the conditions were deplorable. I asked what that meant, and they basically indicated they couldn't step anywhere without stepping in feces.
The web and social media sites for Auburn Canine were not working when we checked today, but a spokesperson for the Placer County Sheriff's Office who interviewed the victims says as recently as yesterday, the site showed images like these, advertising training and boarding. After an investigation that began in March, Placer County Sheriff's deputies arrested Antoine Deshawn Moore, an owner of the company, charging him with felony theft by false pretenses for charging for dog training. It doesn't appear that he did.
That's the only thing that we can prove right now in Placer County. We don't believe that the abuse had occurred in Placer County.
Instead, they believe the dogs were mistreated at Moore's Nevada County home, where animal control officers had been called out a number of times. Megan Knight said she had no idea about any of this when she left Winston in Moore's care, or 3 weeks later, when he told her he lost her dog in San Francisco. Since then, she says his story has changed many times and she doesn't know what to think. She says she took these photos Monday when she heard dogs inside the office and asked police to check and see if Winston was there. He was not.
I need to know. I need to know what happened.
We do want as many victims as possible who feel that they've been defrauded by him to come talk to us and file a report, because if there is something else, we need to investigate it and hold him accountable.
You might notice that there is paperwork in the window here. It does include some insurance information, what appears to be a business license here in this state. However, it does not include, according to Placer County, a license to board animals here, to train animals here. Just one of the things that they say that this business has done incorrectly. Now to another county, Nevada County, where there was alleged animal abuse and neglect, according to Placer County officials. Now the Nevada County District Attorney says he's aware of those allegations and he's reviewing the facts of the case. Reporting in Placer County, I'm Karma Dickerson, Fox 40 News.